join lecture on time so that you can't miss anything. Then also, due to any reason you was not able to join on time, no issue. So you can see recorded session after end of your lecture. So variables are actually name for data. You can give any name to data. And to assign any variable name, you have to use as equals to between your variable name and data. So, but there are some rules to write variable names. What are the rules? It must begin with alphabets, letters, or underscore. Other characters than alphabets or underscore is not allowed. Second thing, they are case sensitive. Now what actually meaning of case sensitive is the capital words are going to be count. So capital A and small a is different for this code. So if you see many codes like JavaScript, HTML, they are not actually case sensitive, but most programming languages are case sensitive. Next, strings. Now what is strings? String is actually format of writing code. There are many other definitions available for strings if you see, but actually it is basic format. It is data type of Python to write any code, and it is indicated by double quotes or single quotes or triple quotes also. In JavaScript we mostly use single quotes, but for HTML, for Python we use double quotes. Next, Python uses white spaces to define code blocks. So why we are writing any code number wise? If you go to any compiler and you try to type any code, you can see numbers there. Why we are writing code number wise? Because the programming language going to count that white spaces. Second thing, they always proceeded with colon. Now before going to data types and all, we are going to see quick practical of your Python. So if anyone attending this session on mobile, so you can download app for programming. If anyone attending in laptop or computer, so you can download PyCharm or Visual Studio Code. We will share link of software after end of this session. Now you can use any online software, or you can simply search on Google online Python compiler and use that. Is my screen is visible? Okay. So first code of your program is print hello world. So print function used to show output or to print anything on screen. So let us run this code. Now you can see hello world we got on screen. So now I am using software called PyCharm. So you can use Visual Studio Code also. You can use Notepad also and save your program with .py extension. Next, we are discussing about variable. So what are the variable? Variable defines any data in your memory location. So if you give any variable name, then it will save your data to your memory location. Actually, the basic concept of variable is, for example, bottle. Bottle is name. Inside the bottle, there is water, maybe juice. So juice and water will be your data. And bottle, the name is your variable. So that name will be stored in memory location of your device, of your system. And you can access it through print command. So let us see practical of it. So like I am giving here variable name called name is equals to, now here you can see this name is my variable name and this side is my data. Remember it. So if I run, no error. So to print this variable name, I have to give print command and write here name. Now here you can see, as I told you, to write any alphabets, we must use single quotes or double quotes. So why single quote or double quote are not mentioned here? Because these are variable name. For variable name, no need to use double quote or single quote. Why? Because this data is already saved in your system. So whenever you just code print name, it directly access. And if you write double quotes here and then you write name, then it only going to print this name, but not actually going to access this variable. So for variable, no need to use double quotes or single quotes. Now run. Now you can see here variable name Makerble. So first you have to assign any variable name and you can access it through print function. Now actually what happened here, when you assigned a name, variable name, and inside a variable name you put it one data, that is Makerble or whatever data you want. So after coding this data automatically gets saved into your system. And if you want to access it, you just given one print command and it showed you the result as per you saved the data. And remember, the value of variable is changeable. It is not fixed. You can change the value anytime. Now let us see example age. Now I am assigning one variable name here age. Age is equals to 19. So here you can see no need to use double quotes or single quotes. Why? Because this is numbers. For alphabets, it's compulsory to use double quotes or single quotes. Now if you want to print this, you can directly write print age here. and you simply run. So this is variable assignment program. So whenever you do any program related variable, we name it as variable assignment program. So there are different number types also there. We will go to our PPT and then we can continue. Okay. So now we are going for data types. So what are the data? So as I told you, you can assign any variable name and inside variable name, you can write any data. So I given you one simple example like bottle is variable name and data is content inside that bottle. So the data stored in memory be many types. It may be numerical form, it may be alphabet, it may be in boolean form, it may be conditional, or it may be available in digit form. So there are different types of data. For example, int. Int means integer. It is whole number, positive, negative, without decimal, of any unlimited length. Remember, it will not cover any decimal forms. So on the screen, you can see example of code. So you can try this course. After the end of session, you will get notes of it. So you can try. Next, float. In float, we use decimal points. Remember, the difference between int and float is we can use decimal point here. For example, x is equals to 3.5, y is equals to 12.4. So here we basically use decimal points. One or more than one decimal points we will use. Next, boolean. In boolean, these are conditional statements. So here we are using true or false statements. Next, we move ahead for concatenation. Now, what is meaning of concatenation? Concatenation means intermixing of two different codes at a time. Let us see practical of it, then you will understand. Now, concatenation means adding two different string, two different codes at a time. For example, here I assigned one variable name called name, and in that variable name I written one data, that is Makerble. So print hello plus name. Now here you can see I used concatenation. So print hello with double quotes is different. This line indicates to print hello on screen, and this name indicates to print data whatever stored in it. So this two different kind of quotes, different kind of strings. So we are using together. So this is known as concatenation. If I run it, here you can see hello Makerble. Now here you can see there is no gap between hello and Makerble. Why? For that you have to just give one space between your double quote and hello, and now run. Now you can see perfect hello Makerble. So this is called concatenation using two different strings. For concatenation you use plus symbol. Okay, you can write name here and you can write hello there also. You can change positions. Any doubt till here? If anyone has any doubt, can unmute yourself or you can drop one message in chat box.